Guys, I think I might be a vertical music producer.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What does that mean? Well, I just made the word up, but basically, like, I've always heard you should write, 200, 300 songs and then start your music career, because as you build those little song parts, you'll learn as you go. But I've kind of done the opposite, where I don't write a ton of songs. I just take those songs and I push them as far as they possibly can go. Like, I'll build a section, rewrite it, build a section, rewrite it, redo the sound design, redo the sound design, and work within that same song to just like keep pushing it and pushing it over a really long amount of time. Maybe because I had already worked in music before. Obviously I wasn't producing, but as an artist, I understood song composition and arrangement and things like that. So maybe I didn't need as much practice in those areas. And it was more just like fine-tuning, sound design, production, how to actually make something not sound bad. And now we're into like the mixing territory of things. And it's crazy because I started this song almost a year ago to the day. And I remember I got in the car with my friends Anu and Kayla, and I played the song for them, and I was like, dude, this is a flippin' banger. This is so good. And then I just let it sit there for months and months and months, and eventually I just never went back to it. And I was going through old stuff that I had written, just looking for inspiration or just kind of playing around with like, what I had worked on in the past. And I got to that song and I was like, yo, this is like a banger, but a lot of these things that I had in here aren't so great. So it's like, I took this song that was kind of good and used everything I've learned over the past year to make it way better. I wish I had a first take of like the demo of this song. It'd be really fun to go back and listen to like that early of the production of it. But I do have like what my first bounce sounded like a year ago. So that was like the first bounce. I think it's like 9 days later, I got this kind of like ending kind of beat switch, which I remember I had just seen like the newest John Wick movie at the time. And if you know the fight scene where they're in the nightclub. That's kind of where this came from, like that like 4 on the floor, like pulsing, sick style of a drop. Like I was like, dude, this is an awesome, awesome track for the movie. So this is what it turned into 9 days later. I think maybe one of the downsides of being a vertical music producer is that maybe I tend to overwrite things, or I just try so many ideas that like when I jump back into a project, I'm just like, I can just turn that layer off, turn that layer off, turn that layer off, or like make this way quieter. It doesn't need to be there. Yeah, redid all the drums, redid a lot of the production, sound design, changed the bass up completely, made things more punchy, jumped in the mix. Like it sounds the same, but just in my opinion, much better now. Drums feel much better. So huge pro is like jumping back into this song from a year ago and basically turning it into a song that I feel like I'm ready to release. I just have to solve the issue of if I want vocals or not, or if I'm just gonna write melodies on top of it and maybe use some vocal chops. The downside is this song sat here for a year. Would it have sat there for a year if I didn't take it as far? Maybe, maybe not. I would have more ideas if I was more of a horizontal producer, but I think in the end, like this is just the way my brain works. Like I like learning while in, the box of one thing rather than like jumping from one thing to another thing. Like I like taking one song and pushing it as far as I can, and then coming back to it a month later or 2 months later with what I've learned since then and pushing it a little bit further. And this was just a really cool one because I hadn't heard this song for so long. And then I was like reminded of like some of the really cool ideas that I think I had on this one. And I was able to basically just jump in, redo some things real quick, improve the mix, improve the drums, improve the sound design, and now I feel really good about it. So yeah, the song is temp titled Only Ghost. We'll see if we have some maybe some vocals on this one, get it out to you guys soon. But for now.